Yeah, verse number 8 is not in any shape or form abrogating the verse in Surah 9 where Allah says fight those who do not believe. Why? Who is Allah talking about? Allah explains who? The people of the book. Who are the people of the book? In this case, the Jewish tribes and the Romans who were hostile. Both forces were hostile. Now wait.
Say clearly how the Quran
Jews and Christians.
Yes.
Jews and Christians. Okay. Wait.
Jews and I'm not
Jews
talking
and Christians.
to you. I'm talking to him.
Yeah, Jews and Christians. Now I made it clear from the Quran in chapter 2 of the Quran, verse 190, 191 and 192. Chapter 2. Another verse where Allah says the same thing. Those who fight you, fight them. Those who fight you, fight them. Those, wait. Daniel, I'm not diverting.
What you're showing here,
how is this diverting?
What you're showing here is there are contradictions in the Quran.
No. What I'm showing is.
When I say something else,
what?
Surah 60 says something else. Surah
Daniel,
2 says something.
is it my time? Daniel, is it my time?
Deal with Surah 929.
I am Daniel. Can I finish? Daniel, I will let you talk freely.
I don't miss. That's not the point.
Okay.
The point is, stick with the topic.
The Quran is full of verses.
I was very expert the background.
Okay. Now, ladies and gentlemen, why is Daniel having problem in proving the first point of his thesis? Why? Because he is reading a verse of the Quran solitarily. Wait. He is reading it on his own. Like, for example, if I went to the Bible, I gave this example last week. If I went to the Bible, and if I read a verse from the Bible where in the book of Samuel, 1 Samuel chapter 15, where God commands the Israelites to go into the city of Amalekites, kill men, women, children, suckling infants, and kill camels and donkeys. Kill everything that's alive. In the Bible, the book of 1 Samuel, chapter 15, verse 3. Now, if I was to read that verse solitarily and come to the Christians and say, you are a bunch of barbarians, right? You believe in this. This is a book you believe in. This is a book you believe in, and for that reason, what would Daniel do in that case? Daniel will say, Daniel will do two things. Daniel will call me a liar, and at the same time he will explain. No, we don't believe in that anymore. That's the old covenant. Now we have the new covenant.
Okay. Are you saying I only read Surah 929? Is that what you're saying?
No. Yes.
So I didn't give no Tafsir ibn Kathir. I didn't give no Sahih al-Bukhari. That's what you're saying.
It doesn't support anything. Doesn't support you. None of these things support you.
So when Muhammad talks about Jizya,
I'm talking. I know.
When Muhammad talks about Jizya,
Now coming to Jizya. Now it is clear that the first thesis of Daniel has been dismantled. I'm not going to spend more time on that, right? It has been dismantled. You want to stay on it? You want to stay on it? Yeah. Okay. So we need to summarize. We need to summarize the discussion.
Talk about Jizya. You said you're going to respond, isn't it?
With regards
Muhammad said about Jizya.
With regards to Jizya, it is very clear in the verse that Jizya is being charged.
Sorry.
To those,
can you move a little bit to the right, please?
Jizya is being charged to those who are mentioned in the verse, the people of the book. Okay. Now, Jizya mentions this verse mentions the word Saghirun, which means they are subdued. They are completely subdued politically, militarily, you name it. They're subdued. They do not have the ability to fight you or threaten you to kill you again. So wherever the Jews and Christians are, first of all, those Jews and Christians who lived with the Muslims after these verses were revealed. How many years did Jews and Christians live with Muslims is the question. For over 1,000 years, Bernard Lewis, who died last month, aged 101, a Zionist Jewish historian who advised the state of Israel as well as the White House. He wrote a book He wrote a book titled, I know it hurts.
Please.
It hurts.
Jizya.
Jizya is coming to Jizya. I'm coming to Jizya.
Go to it straight away. Even the Muslims are sleeping.
Okay.
Go to it straight away, please.
Bernard Lewis in this book.
Bernard Lewis.
Yes, check it.
Bernard Lewis has got to do with the jizya.
Yeah, I'll tell you why. Bernard Lewis states in this book, titled The Jews of Islam, he states, for over 1,000 years, most of the planet's Jews, they lived under the Muslims. They lived under the Muslims willingly. When they were persecuted by the Christians, they ran towards the Muslim lands. They lived under the Ottomans, they lived under the Ayyubids, and in the early period they lived under the Umayyads, and the Abbasids. Now the question is, if we follow Daniel's understanding of the Jizya verses, that they are to be humiliated. Now the question is, Daniel keeps claiming humiliation.
No, that's what Muhammad said.
Okay.
That's what your prophet said.
Okay, fine.
Let's respond to it.
Let's see.
I'm giving you the sources.
Let's see. Okay.
Sahih
Pull it out in the Arabic language.
Sahih Bukhari.
Humiliation is an English word, right?
55.
Okay, yeah.
Chapter 88.
What is the hadith number in Sahih Bukhari?
No, when you write Sahih Bukhari,
yeah.
book 55, chapter 88, it will come out.
Oh, we'll come
I just wanted to deal with that.
Yeah, of course we'll deal with it. So the question is now, how do you humiliate someone who has been appointed a prime minister? Let me explain. If Jews are to be humiliated by Muslims, according to Daniel's understanding, my question is, how do we humiliate a prime minister after appointing him as a prime minister? What am I talking about? I'm talking about Abdurrahman III, the most powerful king in Western Europe in the 10th century, governing the Umayyad Empire of Spain, when he was governing in Spain, right? And he was Umayyad, and he was governing by Sharia. He was governing by the Islamic law. And guess who was the prime minister of the state? Who was the prime minister? The prime minister was a Jewish man called Hasdai.
This is called critical study.
What is he saying?
He's
Yeah, you don't know anything.
Okay. No.
Can you just move to the right, please, and just stay there, please?
Okay.
The camera's right on my face.
Okay, sorry.
Thank you.
Wait. My question is now, let's assume Daniel is right. Can you let me do it, brother? Yeah. Let's assume Daniel is correct. That Muslims, the first thesis is out of the question. It has been dealt with, the first point. Now the second point, he's making that we are to humiliate the Jews and Christians. Let's assume. Okay. Let's assume you're right.
No, can you take
Let's
it
assume
out,
you're. Let's assume you're right. I'm helping you. I'm helping you to.
Take it out,
I'm helping you to save me. I'm helping you to save me from the ditch.
But you don't
Let's
want to be
assume Daniel is right. I'm asking you, how do you humiliate a prime minister who is Jewish under a Sharia state?
Are you diverting?
No.
Are you diverting?
Direct question. If your understanding is correct,
Wait.
they were ulama in Spain from the Maliki madhab. Okay, when Abdurrahman III was ruling, there were thousands of scholars of Islam.
Can I read it?
Would they ever allow a Jewish prime minister?
Adnan, you are asking.
If Daniel's understanding is correct.
Wait, Adnan, you are asking this question.
I don't know.
To Muhammad, not to me. Yes. Your Prophet Muhammad.
The point I'm making is your understanding of Muhammad is wrong.
Okay, show me.
You see a Muhammad.
Adnan.
When the Christian missionaries see a Muhammad, they're seeing a Muhammad with a sword, with long teeth, with a big turban on his head, okay, with a big belly, and he's waving the sword like that. That's the Muhammad they know.
Sir,
and I'll tell you the Muhammad we know. The Muhammad we know is the loving, compassionate,
is it?
Tolerant,
the one who killed Jews and Christians,
a husband, a father,
Jews and Christians.
No, the one who said,
the one who had sex with a 9-year-old. He's very loving, isn't he?
Oh, come on.
Oh, you don't like this, do you?
Come on.
You don't like it too.
Come on. No,
Can
Daniel.
you respond to this one?
No.
Listen. You want a civilized debate?
No.
This
This is not a civilized debate.
Answer this question.
You threw questions in. What you do is you throw questions in and you walk away. You run away. You want to run away from questions.
No, Daniel.
You want to. I challenge any Christian debater on the planet to talk to me on the issue of 9. That Aisha was 9 years old. Okay?
Now he wants to run on the side
no,
points.
no.
He never talks about
you mentioned
the
it.
nucleus. I mentioned it because you're talking about Muhammad as some good person.
I'm okay. Before, okay, very quick, because he threw it in. He mentioned it, so it needs to be addressed for the audience, right? He mentioned this. Oh my God, Muhammad had a 9-year-old wife. Oh my God, oh my God, oh my God. Now, I want to ask a question now. Daniel, where do you come from, Daniel?
Justifying it.
Where do you come from originally?
I'm not going to answer that
Daniel,
question.
Daniel,
Daniel.
where, no, Daniel.
I'm not going to pay with your diversion.
Daniel, where do you come from originally?
Jizya.
Daniel,
Jizya.
Daniel.
Humiliation.
Don't mention these things then.
Humiliation.
If you don't have the guts to handle them.
Listen.
Daniel, where do you come from?
You're the one mentioning
Daniel, where do you come from? Originally, where do you come from? Where do you come from? Ethiopian?
What does that got to do with Jizya?
Ethiopian.
What does that got to do with Jizya?
Eritrea.
What does that got to do with Jizya?
I'll tell you why. I'll tell you what. Okay. You mentioned the point that Prophet married a 9-year-old. I am asking Daniel, where does he come from? He doesn't want to tell me. Why? Why do you think? Because he's from
I want to
Africa.
stick with the topic.
Because Daniel is from Africa.
I want to be honest and stick with the topic.
If we argue.
Because you jumped. That's why I talked about that.
Daniel, you raised the point. I want to address it. I want to show your audiences that any single rubbish you throw at us can be responded to.
Okay, respond to the Jizya one.
And I want to show you. I want to show you.
The reason why you're jumping on that is because you don't have anything to say.
I want to show you
what Muhammad said about Jizya. You don't have anything to say.
I want to show you.
That's why.
I want to show you audiences that you are absolutely dishonest about your own history, about your own ancestors.
My livelihood is under the shade of my spear, and he who disobeys my orders will be humiliated by paying the jizya. Sahih Bukhari, book 55, chapter 88. Okay. Muhammad said this. Show me my dishonesty in that.
How do you humiliate a Jewish prime minister?
Ask Muhammad that.
You answer my question.
Ask Muhammad. Don't ask me.
Can you answer me?
Ask Muhammad.
Okay.
Ask Sahih Bukhari. Don't ask me.
Let's assume what Muhammad. Let's assume what Muhammad said is true. What happened in Spain?
You want to assume what Muhammad?
Okay, wait.
He wants to assume what Muhammad said is true.
Sorry.
It's not true.
Okay.
He wants to assume
you don't know.
it is true.
Okay, let me explain. In Islamic Spain, Al-Andalus, you know Muslims governed Spain for nearly 7 centuries.
No.
Yes, for the first 3 centuries of Muslim rule. For the first 3 centuries of the Muslim rule, Muslims governed as an Umayyad empire. For 3 centuries, Muslims governed as an empire, the Umayyads. And throughout the Islamic law was applied fully. In Spain, there were 2 Jewish prime ministers in this period in Spain, right? One was Hasdai ibn Shaprut.
Battery's going, sir.
Hasdai ibn Shaprut, Jewish man.
Battery's dying.
Okay, I know it's dying. Yeah.
So what are we gonna do? Because you're not answering the question.
Well, you can take it from our footage.
You're not answering the question.
No, you can take it off footage.
Answer the question.
Okay,
I don't want lecture, man. Answer the question.
Muslims paying the zakat.
Answer the question.
The non-Muslim paying the jizya.
Yes.
What's the purpose of
It's
jizya?
a tax. It's a tax. What's
the purpose?
He's claiming. He's claiming.
What did Muhammad say? What did Muhammad say about jizya? Humiliation. He said humiliation. That's why. No. So Muhammad going wrong.
We had a long discussion on this.
No. Muhammad going wrong.
Yeah. Okay. Now.
I don't know what to do.
Now watch this.
We're going around and around and around. I'm concluding.
This is the finish off. This is the finish off.
Okay. I'm summarizing.
You can't debate this.
With regards to those reports where the Prophet said jizya is for this, humiliation, whatever. First of all, I'm not gonna believe that because I don't believe your translations. Pull it out in Arabic.
Sahih Bukhari. I'm giving the resources. I'm giving the
pull it out in Arabic.
Numbers and chapters.
What's the hadith number?
I'm giving you.
What's the hadith number?
Sahih Bukhari, book 55, chapter 88.
Okay.
Take it out.
Bukhari.
Sahih.
Wait. Book 58.
Book 55.
Book 55.
Chapter 88.
Why we are paying?
And hadith number. Hadith number. Yes, Sheikh. Wait. Hadith number.
No, you take it out on that one.
I want the idea to reach him. He's going to go.
When you do that, it will come up for you. Take it out.
Directly.
Hadith number.
It doesn't say it.
Hadith number.
No, that doesn't
So
say it.
he doesn't have the hadith number.
No, hey,
Wait.
You know Sahih Bukhari has different numbering systems? Yes. Do you know that?
Give me a hadith. One. Give me
One
a.
of the numbering system is this one.
Give me a hadith number. One.
No hadith number
Give
on
me
this one.
any number.
So when you
Any
take
number.
it out, oh my
Every
God.
hadith
Just
has
take
hadith
it out, man.
Take what out?
Every hadith has
Book
hadith number.
55, chapter
I couldn't
88.
find it. I make search for what you said. I couldn't find it in that number.
You couldn't what?
I couldn't find the number.
What was the number I gave?
88, 55.
55, 88. Not 88, 55.
55, 88.
Let's see.
Search for it.
Okay, here it is. Which one? This is book 88. Okay.
That's apostates.
Yeah, I don't know.
What are you going to
I put
Can you go back? Can you
I
go
put
back? Can you go back?
chapter
Okay, go.
book 55 chapter 88.
See here, I couldn't find it. But anyway, it's about.
Wait. I need Arabic.
Wait,
I need Arabic. I don't need
calm
English.
We are
down.
not denying
You don't need
it.
English.
It's already in the.
Yes, we're not denying it. We're not denying it. But what we're denying,
Why are you taking it out? This game. Why are you taking
I
it
want
out?
the Arabic. I want the Arabic. I want the Arabic. Until you have the Arabic, don't talk to me.
that's right.
Yeah, don't
Because
talk
there
to
are
me
many
because
people
we don't
lying.
want
Answer, that's
we don't
why.
want your spins on our hadith.
can't answer.
The point is, even if it's true, let's say even if the hadith says that my provision is on the tip of my spear and we will humiliate the Jews. Who is he talking about? Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam. The Prophet is in continuous warfare with the Romans, with the pagans of
Okay,
Quraysh,
show me
with
where
the
that is
Jewish
the case.
tribes like Khaybar. The Prophet is in continuous warfare.
Okay, show
So
me
this
that
is
then.
the language of war.
Show me that.
This is the language of war. This cannot be used, you know what we call nuance of the Islamic sources or critical thinking on the Islamic sources. When you study the Islamic sources, you come to realize the norm of the Muslims is what? When we live with the non-Muslims, they live under Islam with harmony, with tolerance. They practice the faith as they like, and to an extent where they can have high positions like a prime minister. I gave you two examples. Hazda ibn Shaprut was the prime minister of Spain in the 10th century. Then Samuel Hanagit was the prime minister in Granada of Spain, Jewish man. So if Daniel is correct in his understanding that every single Jew, every single Christian is to be humiliated, then there would be humiliation throughout the Islamic history.
Exactly.
The Jews would never find a refuge with the Muslims.
Exactly.
The Christians would never find a refuge
what
with the
you're telling
Muslims.
me-
Exactly.
what you're telling me-
What I'm telling you is the
All the Muslims disobeyed Muhammad.
yes.
What you're saying to me?
By your understanding, yes.
But
By your
Muhammad
understanding,
said,
yes.
Muhammad
Yes.
said it's
By
for
your
humiliation.
understanding,
Oh
yes.
my God, this guy.
I mean, your logic doesn't make sense.
Ladies and gentlemen.
What about?
Okay. I'll ask a question. Now watch.
Stop talking.
No, watch what happens. My response to this point. I'm finishing. My response to this point is, we know the Christians are burning witches alive. We know the Christians throughout. It is not.
Crusaders.
Babies, children. You see. Now you're getting angry.
George Bush,
There's a reason.
George Bush, Iraq.
There's a Christians were killing the Christians throughout.
Why are you moving?
Crusaders.
I'm countering your argument.
What is Salahuddin do?
Did the Muslims?
What is
We
Salahuddin?
Christians are not commanded to fight anyone.
I'm finishing right
We're
now.
not commanded to fight
I'm
anyone.
finishing right now.
We're to love our enemies.
Love enemies.
Since when did you become so liberal?
persecute you.
The question.
That's our commandment.
Daniel has said something beautiful.
That's in Matthew chapter 5.
Daniel,
I will give
Daniel.
you reference after reference.
Okay.
But you just talk without reference.
Okay, Daniel, can you deal with the reference in the Gospel of Luke where Jesus said, "Bring my enemies in front of me and kill them"?
1927.
What chapter is that?
1927.
What chapter is that?
Chapter 19.
Chapter 19, verse 27 of Gospel of Luke.
Can you read it from
Are you
verse
listening?
11?
Not have a debate. Wait.
Allow me to read over it.
Can you ask Daniel
Can you take
to
it out?
respond? Can you ask?
Can you take it out from verse 11?
I've given you the reference.
Verse 11 to 27. Read it.
No, read it.
No, read it.
So what's that? What's that got to do?
Read it.
What's that got to do in one verse?
What? I'm giving the context.
Thank you. He wants to give the context.
So I am
He
giving you
wants to give the context.
So I'm not giving you context with your Islamic sources?
No, you're not.
So
You're a
I'm
liar.
giving you tafsir.
You're a
I
liar.
haven't given you hadith. I haven't given you Quran. That's what you're saying.
Listen.
You know what? Let the audience decide on that.
Let the audience decide. So the bottom line is, I'm summarizing. I'm summarizing, Said. Here is an example.
I'm going to summarize.
Here's an example, ladies and gentlemen. Summarize there on the side. Oh, we can move on the side, no problem. To be courteous to Christians, we'll move on the side, no problem. Okay, yeah, no problem. Thank you. But this is clear. This is clear that Christian missionaries are not only ignorant, they are dishonest. They are dishonest. When you give them the context, they don't want to know. And when you corner them with one of the arguments. Okay, can you before you read Sahih Bukhari, I have a request. Can you now tell us why did Jesus say, "Bring my enemies in front of me and kill them"?
Jesus never said that about him. It was a parable about that servant.
Thank you. What was the purpose of the parable?
The parable explains itself right there.
Okay, what?
So
it explains. Who is the king? Who is the king?
Jesus.
In the parable, who's the king? Who is the king in the parable? So Jesus in the parable, Jesus is talking about himself. That those of my enemies who do not believe in me, bring them hither and kill them. These Christians have a new 21st century spin on it. Previously, the Christian history is full of massacres, full of indiscriminate killing of Jews, crusades of Muslims as well, right? And those are very illiberal ages. Now with the rise of liberalism, in the 19th century onwards, the Christians have become very liberal. They have adopted this new liberal secular view of Christianity, which is a pacifist view of Christianity. You understand? Previously, in the 19th century, Christians were not talking like this, that we are complete pacifists. We don't believe in violence. No, it wasn't like that. Christians did believe in violence, and they perpetuated violence throughout the planet.